Okay, we need to present proof that the shooting took place during the second set. Okay. As of right now, I'm not sure. The thing with the missed cue, was that during the third set? Maybe that's because... Maybe that happened because he was listening to the headset and he heard Apollo and Emma in the hallway and that whole thing happened, so he was distracted by that. Just like how Lamoire hearing the gunshots made her stop singing, him hearing them in the hallway made him miss his cue during the third set. But that doesn't really... I mean, that proves that, but that doesn't inherently automatically prove it happened during the second set. So that's what I'm thinking. I suppose. I don't want to keep yawning. Here? Do I have to listen to the song again? It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamoire's song. Her song? What exactly is this, device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Come on, we just used this, and don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lamoire's voice included. Oh ho! But what does this prove? According to Lamoire's testimony, at the moment of the shooting she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? Oh. That's the part we're gonna inspect? I was way off. I got it right, though. It happens to me so often. My reasoning is wrong, but I chose the right thing. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lamoire's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now. Lamoire stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Okay. Oh, it was at the pleasure part. That's a little ways in. Turn up the volume for myself here. Was it at the end of the first part or the end of the second? And I can't, like, tell at all. Anyway, hold on. Fucking stop. Start over. I'm pretty sure it was at the end of the first thing. So, I guess I'll... What? Okay, jeez. Can I slide the things? Wait, what? No, I didn't want to choose it. I wanted to slide them. Okay, that was weird. I guess it was at the end of the first part, so I'm gonna just go bit by bit. That's annoying. Whoa! Hey! That was only one though, wasn't it? I got it? I did it? Is that... I mean, I guess I... Yes? Right? Is that how I do that? That's confusing. This is the track with Lamoire's vocals. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, it definitely a little tiring. I was told that. Like, I'll be prepared to listen to that 7 million times. Yeah, it's a little... not the greatest thing in the world. There you go. That was only one, though. Am I losing my mind? What? This has to be some kind of... Whoa! Oh, gross. That's disgusting. I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamoire's testimony was true. I gotta turn the volume back down. That's too loud for me now. Jeez. Thank you. Yeah. Usually keep it fairly low. Had to turn it up to listen for gunshots. So she was telling the truth about what she heard? Uh-huh. That would be it. So repress the switch now. So after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the record? I was questioning that myself, Judge. Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lamoire was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. Oh. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again and Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend... once again, I am reminded of something. Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Airforehead. Yeah, I've been wondering what this is about. Where he missed the cue, but I never knew how it was gonna play into the case. I know. Okay. I thought it was strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latouche's .45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. Oh, that's why? The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait. You mean his playing was affected because he heard himself shooting that revolver? Yes, Detective Crescend? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. Isn't it weird how they've made a bigger deal about that now than when Machi was being accused? I mean, they brought that up, but they really didn't go anywhere with it. Like, Apollo definitely should have made a bigger deal out of it, and maybe asked to see if, like, his shoulder was hurt. But they never really addressed it very much. That's, like, one of the problems with the case for sure. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a .38 caliber weapon, a much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescend. What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Oh, that's Eustace. Thank you very much. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a .45 caliber kickback. Also, if we're claiming that the firecracker and the gunshots are the exact same sound, you could just say that the sound we heard on the tape during set 2 was just the firecracker. But if they don't bring that up, we'll see. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager, and that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescend. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. I don't know. This was the Diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know our manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? A simple reason, indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, and not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. Cocoons. You got no motive? Is that true? But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. Oh. Your international affairs. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert? Fraternize? Why can't I? It just comes out weird. I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Whoa, man. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. So you see. I don't know. You sure about that? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what. Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah? Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know. So he's using this motive question as ammunition. Well, I've got ammunition too, evidence. Okay. Well, all I know, it has to do with the replica of the cocoons. Well, the real ones, but all I have is a replica. Take a look at this. What's that? Looks like candy. It's not. Don't lick it. Detective Crescend, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. Dude, what is it? What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one that color. It is a variety only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Latouche. Does it? It does. Wait, I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon? Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of? Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. A curative for what? Apparently it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. What? There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out into the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware. Intriguing. All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol among others. Interpol? Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend, you insist on referring to him as a manager. That is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager, he was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was going to sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny? Ridiculous. Totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business. Okay, let's go for it. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs, I know the deal. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover. You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I going to risk life and limb, just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky, while they wanted to use it on the guy in the hospital, the Chief Justice's son or whatever. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Alright. True, but you weren't gonna do that. Okay, let's go back. Dangerous. Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. Okay. I want to go back to that. Yeah, this talks about Enteritis syndrome, first case in the country, and that's really all it says. But I'll go ahead and present that, because that's what you were going to do with them, not sell them on the black market. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer, then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this? That article! That's about the Chief Justice's... A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for Enteritis. Enteritis? I've heard of that somewhere. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has! You aren't saying... Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You're saying... The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband? Not even to save his own son's life? But even if the deal went through, why it'd be an international scandal? That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Crescen, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let Sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well... What? Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Well, okay. Do I have anything to go against that? Or should I press it first? Everything and everyone gets checked. I mean, I have the replica here, but doesn't mean anything, I guess? I'll just press it, because I don't know what to present. Just how strict is this customs check? Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Oh no. Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them. That's right, Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he? Okay... Oh, that's new too. Oh, he fucking... There were like 3 new statements. I didn't even realize there were that many. Okay, we'll keep pressing then. That's pretty extreme. Virginia has this rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. Hard space core. The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. That's the situation. You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich. I would be interested in hearing, purely from a legal perspective. Okay, Judge, yeah. We know you're fucking crooked at this point. Don't even try to hide it. The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's got to be a way to find out what he was up to. There's got to be a better way.